Google facing a bit of scrutiny after seemingly reversing course on a type of web tracking. And with this now discussed is Yahoo Finance's tech editor, Dan Howley.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cookie Monster.
I love cookies.
So the issue here, but do you like these cookies? I guess that's what that is the heart of the matter that we need to discuss today, because this has to do with cookies, those tiny little files that help the internet and advertising companies track users, making sure that you are fed that ad repeatedly for what you're not looking for. But can you break down what Google's stance is on this practice right now?
Yeah, so cookies aren't always bad, by the way. They do help save information for things like filled in forms that you have on different websites, things along those lines.
I do like that sometimes.
It's helpful,
Yeah.
but Google had originally kind of come out against tracking cookies. There's other companies that are doing similar things, such as Apple Safari. They're helping to cut those off. Firefox is helping to cut those off. Microsoft's Edge browser helping to cut those off. And Google has kind of said, oh, we're going to do that. But now they're kind of backtracking on that, saying we don't want to do it anytime soon, and that doing so would open you up to other privacy issues. But they're two very unrelated paths. Basically, what Google's saying is, if we eliminate tracking cookies that help sell ads, then advertising networks would use other means to track you, such as what they call fingerprinting, which basically means they would be able to figure out who you are and what you do based on the different fonts you have installed on your device, what device version you're using, operating system, things along those lines.
Well, and Howley, I wonder if we are getting to a point in the tech privacy discourse where everything is getting considered a matter of user privacy, when in fact it's kind of just the way websites are assembled, right?
Yeah.
To some extent, not to some extent, literally every web page on the internet has a bunch of unique information that says why it is that web page. This Google search about Yahoo Finance we're looking at has all kinds of metadata on there that is unique to that specific search, and making a more secure, less vulnerable web doesn't necessarily mean stripping out all of that information.
Yeah, I think one of the issues here is that a lot of people look at any kind of means of looking at your aggregated, anonymized data as a privacy invasion, but that's not really the case. If it's aggregated and anonymized, then that data is fine. You can track me all day then, as long as it's just taking an idea of the type of person I am and then serving me up relevant ads. I have no problem with that. If you're gonna serve me up ads for, I don't know, like baby food and stuff, I don't have a baby, so I don't wanna see that ad. Give me something I can use. But I do think that a lot of people now, give me orange soda all day, sun-kissed and peanut butter. That's what I want ads for. I think the issue that people are having here is that they're looking at Google's response and saying, you're backtracking and we can get rid of cookies. But, and Apple has done a great job as far as privacy goes, making sure that they're separate, wholly separate from the conversation of privacy by saying, look, we do everything we can to support consumer privacy, but we've had cookies for a long time, and I don't necessarily think they're a bad thing. I think if you're over-tracking, then that's an issue, but Google has to do business. Other websites have to do business. If this is a way for them to do that, then I say continue doing it.
All right. Seems like you see their point here.
I'm pro-cookie, baby.
Cookie Monster.